Okay, welcome back to part 6, or I think 7, of the mobile game series. So today we are going to focus on making a system where players can know if they win or they lose. So something like if the player wins the game, a green background or something would show, and then if they lose, a purple background would show. But the initial intention is to have some kind of beautiful like graphics that would show, hey, you're the winner, or hey, you're the loser. But for now, we're just going to use these solid background colors. So green if you win, purple if you lose. And then secondly, we are going to implement a score system. So if you win, 1 point will be added to the score, and if you lose, a point will be removed from the score. So let's get into it. Let's open our Godot shape pattern game. So first off, let's transfer our two images to the Godot environment here. We're definitely going to transfer them to the art here. So let's move this here, pick these two, and bring them here to arts. Okay, that's good. So, oh, where are they? They aren't here. Are they in scenes or are they in scripts? Oh, so they are in scripts. That was a mistake. So let's pick them and move them to the art here, and move this one to the arts. Good. So we have the lose background and we have the win background. Next, we are going to make a canvas layer. This canvas layer is going to hold the two backgrounds. So let's go to our main. Let's just close this one since we don't need it for now. Click on our main plus canvas layer. And let's name it win-lose UI. Good. Now inside this canvas layer, we are going to have our texture react. So that's one, and then we'll create another one. So one for winning and one for losing. Let's rename this to win graphic, lose graphic. Good. Now let's move to we click on the win graphic, move to our inspector, and we just drag the win background here. Good. And go to the lose graphic, drag the lose background here. Good. And we can stretch it so that it will just take over the entire thing. And same thing for the win, stretch it so it will take over the entire thing. So it doesn't matter what the resolution of the phone is, it will just take over. Good. Now we go into our visibility and make it to be not visible and also not visible. So we don't want it to be visible unless the player wins or loses a game. So next, we are also going to need a timer that says this background should only last for 2 seconds, and then you can continue the game. So that's very simple. Just click on our main here, plus look for our timer, create it, and let's call it something like a resets timer. Good. So let's make it 2 seconds. And it's also one shot, and it doesn't auto start. So we only want it to show once bar winning or once bar losing. Good. So now we get to the fun part. So we have to code how this UI is going to behave. So let's go to our scripts. So first off, we are going to create a function that shows the win graphic or shows the lose graphic. If you can remember, we disabled the visibility here. Where is it? Yeah. So we want a way that the visibility will be enabled if you win or you lose the game. So first of all, let's tackle that. Let's go down here, or you know what? Let's put the function here. Yeah, where you can easily find it. Function, let's just call it show graphic. And the outcome is a string. I mean, you don't necessarily need to do this, but I just do it for clarity's sake. The outcome will be a string. And then inside here, we are going to make reference to our win graphic first. So it's inside our win lose UI win graphic. And then the sec will be visible. We want it to be visible. And then the outcome that we suggested at the top would be let's just call it win. Same thing too for the second one. Let's just copy it so we don't need to do it again. Paste it, but this time it would be the lose graphic, and here the outcome would be lose. Let's make some space. Save it. Now next we also want to work on the timer. So after 2 seconds, either if the player wins or loses, after 2 seconds the win or lose graphic should stop showing. So in this graphic here, the win or lose graphic is visible, but after the timer, after 2 seconds has passed, it should not be visible anymore. So let's just create a function. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. We'll create a function, and or we don't even need to do that. We'll just come to our reset timer and connect it to our code. So click on reset timer, node on timeouts, connect it. Good. So function on reset timer timeouts. 2 things that it should do. It should make the win and lose graphic to become false. So let's just paste it here. If we still have, yeah. So but instead of this, just close it, equal to false. So if you don't know, I just copied the same code that was here, pasted it here so it will become false, and let's copy it again and do the same for the lose graphic. Good. Now after these two are done, then we can reset the game. I think we already created a function for reset game that resets the game back to how it was before, so you can play it again. Good. So this makes use of the timer. I think 2 seconds is okay to show the graphic. Good. So now that we have that, the last but the least thing that we have to do is to tell it when should it display the win or lose graphic. Well, we want it to display it when the player has won the game, and we want you to display the lose graphic when the player has lost the game. And the only place that we have that is here. No, in the check player sequence. Where is it? Yeah, check player sequence. So instead of printing, hey, correct, oh look, I spelled it wrong. Instead of printing, hey, you're correct, no, we don't want you to do that. We want you to show the win graphic. Which one? Show the win graphic. And then if you lose, show the lose graphic. Now we don't even need this reset timer, this reset game anymore here, because we already called it here. So once the timer is out, it will just reset the game. So instead, what we want it to do here is to start the timer. So we make a reference to the timer and say starts. then we save it. Good, good. So I think that should be it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we don't need this print anymore. Let's just remove it, or we can comment it out. Just comment it out. So the key to comment out a line like this is just control and then the slash button. Then we don't need to print this anymore, and that should be it. So let's save it. Let's play the game and see. Let's start from the main menu. I like to start from here just to feel the completeness of the game. So we have our shape pattern and we click on start. Good. Triangle, circle, star, box. Triangle, circle, star, and box. Good. So green, meaning that you have one. Then box, star, triangle, star, circle. So let's lose now and see. Purple. Nice. Okay, so that's good. So we know that that is working perfectly. Now, next, which would be the last thing for today, we want to implement a score system that shows, what is your score. If you win, you get 1 point. If you lose 1 point. So that is that's relatively very simple. All you have to do is, let's go back to our main scene here. Go to the main plus, and then we look for a H box container. That's horizontal box, because we want the score to be here, not here, but we want it to be in a straight line. So score, and then the actual score that you get. So let's search for our H box. Create it, and inside this H box we're going to have 2 labels and another one. Good. So this label will just be called the score label, and this would be called score value, and this would be called score container. Wait, score container. Nice. So let's go to our score label inspector. Let's just type in score. Let's increase the text size to 50. Yeah, 50 should be good. Yeah, 50. And our score value would also be, we don't want to type anything yet, because we are going to be updating that using the script. So let's go to our theme overrides. Font size will also make it to be 50. Good. So let's click on our score container, and let's score container, move to, let's move it here. Not here. I guess here will be fine. Good. Now let's save it. Now next we go into our script, and as usual we use a function to just make things very clean and very easy. So we come here, let's create a function, call it increase score. Increase score. I probably need to get a new keyboard. It's not recognizing some of my inputs sometimes. But anyway, that's for later. So we call it increase score, and what it's just going to do is it will add 1 score. Score equals to plus equals to 1. Yep. And then reference to what? So we let's make a reference to our score value here. So it's in our store. No, let's start from the top. It's in our game UI. Inside our game UI, it should go to score container. Let's see if we can find it here. Okay, game UI / score. We should find it, score container. That's weird. It can't. Why can't it? It can't find the the path to this score container. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's my mistake. The score container, it's supposed to be under the game UI, which is where everything about the UI of the game is. So we just move this score container inside the game UI, so we know that it's part of it here. So let's just bring it down here to the bottom. Good. So now it should be all inside the game UI, right? No. Okay, so let's move it to the game UI inside here. Nice. So it's part of the game UI now. So if we just go, it should show up now. Game UI score container, score value. Good. Now take the text of that score value and make it to be equal to the score. Now, of course, it will show an error because there was something that we were supposed to do before we even did any of this, which is we have to determine what the initial value of the score would be every time you start the game, and it should be 0. So we go at the top here, we create a variable called score, and it will always be 0 when you start the game. Good. So now that we have, where is it? Okay, here we have a function that increases the score. We also need a function that decreases the score. So function, let's just call it decrease score. So it will be the same thing here, just minus. Just minus. Good. Save it. Now we put these two functions in where? In the place where that determines if you win or if you lose. So show the graphic if you win, show the graphic if you lose. But instead of doing this, we also want to show increase score if I win, and if I lose, decrease score. That's it. Very simple. Alright, so let's save it and try it out. Let's start from the main menu. Start here. Start. So box, star, circle, triangle. Box, star, circle, triangle. Green, and then 1. Good. Star, circle, box, triangle. So star, circle, box, triangle. Win should be 2. Good. Triangle, box, circle, star. So let's lose this one and see. This, lose. It should be 1. Nice. Nice. This is perfect. So we know that that is working perfectly. Good. So I think that would be it for today. Though I did notice something. Let's see if we can fix it quickly. If we play the main menu and we go to options. Okay. It seems like our options button is not being connected. Okay, maybe so in the, okay, yeah, that's because, sorry, that's my bad. That's because we haven't even done anything with the options button yet. So in the next video, we'll probably focus on the options button and just have something in there like maybe instructions on how to play the game and maybe a difficulty setting. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.